But at the end of this year's trail, an offering, a final tale of a dusty hotel that was long past old, and the shadows and memories its hallways still hold, where the tragically beautiful and the beautifully tragic drift through this night in a last quest for magic. And so it's here that a young girl all alone, wearing a Russian-styled coat, did suddenly appear. And she seemed to be on her own, for no adults were near. But children, my dear friends, are the greatest work of art. And in the story unfolding here this night, she has a most important part.
Not a thing one should squander, and they recount their sad as it runs through their hand, and examine each moment.
Till she found herself inside an old blues bar with a piano player there, playing with a bluesy honky-tonk sound, and everyone who entered that room depressed, he turned their night around.
bar. Don't you well strangers sitting across the bar. Suddenly all are laughing. This not smart, always crafted, building bridges nearly everywhere. Hits a wall, well it just builds a spell. Outside colors, lots they bleed, but snow is white and the colors in need. As the dust comes down like pure salvation, yeah. It all goes on, it's amnesty, and we should have a different thing by the light of that tree. And this old bar, electrified and blue. You having a good time or what? Me too, man. So good, I'll be like dancing, maestro. Come on now.
Crowd, and one by one, he brought the light and the music. It got loud. With no one looking at their watch. And just when you thought it could not get any more intense, they would turn it up a notch. the snow-covered streets. For in the dark, she had now seen the bleeding of a wounded soul, extreme. The man was nearing a toy shop where he could hear a music box kind of sound from a miniature carousel with its miniature horses all circling faithfully around. And a little girl in a Russian-styled coat followed, but could not help carefully looking inside at the horses and the knights and the trays with their lights, as she was imagining they all were alive. Chase an elusive snowflake that was determined to reach the ground when she bumped into the old businessman and nearly knocked him down. "Do you have any children?" the child asked the man. "No," was his instant reply. And though he said it in his firmest voice, in his heart, he knew he had lied. She watched the man walk past the church, where a song seemed to reach out for him. But the man just walked right past it, and he would not let it in.
He has offered might one day be taken for the sake of our brother, for the child who's forgotten, for the dream that is still lying there. Oh, come, ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem.
It seemed the man was not always like the man he had become. And you may have wondered how that change had happened and when it had begun. In college, he met the girl who did become his wife. And when she told him that they would soon be having a child, he knew he had the perfect life. But his wife had passed away during the delivery. And that was not all that was wrong. His newborn son had been cut off from oxygen. for which the doctors said was for far too long. He never hold a job, the doctor said. Learn to read or even talk. And it would be a miracle if he even learned to walk. He held the child in his arms, innocence in its way. But still, he had not a single doubt when he put the child down and walked away. And so the father asked to have the child placed in a state-run home. And after he had signed the papers, he went on into his life alone. And for the first time in many years, the man thought about his life, which is what we call the things we do before we fall asleep each night.
Time goes cry tears, they feel years, as time just goes on and on and on. Got to get back to a reason. Got to get back to a reason I want to. And this late in the seasons, one by one distractions fade from you. I'm looking for you, I'm looking for I don't know what I can't see there anymore. And all my time's been taken. Is this what it seems? The lure of a dream and I.
To find out if he was still there and alive, wondering if the past could be undone. The operator told him that his son was still alive and had long ago learned to walk and could understand most things people said, but had never learned to talk. She said he was now living in a boarding house hotel next to the hospital way uptown. But the file says the hospital is where he spends most of his time. Then she slowly gave him that address, which he carefully wrote down. He got into a cab that took him to the hospital, where he met a nurse by the front door, who told him that his son worked with infants born prematurely, up on the 17th floor. Once there, he saw his son, who looked like himself when he was a younger man, rocking back and forth in a rocking chair. A trembling infant, born directly into foster care. In his arms, the child did not cry, but slept to silent lullabies. And as his son rocked that newborn back and forth, until finally a dream was caught. But still at his rocking, his son faithfully kept, until that poor child's trembling and also finally left. For you see, it's this way with each of us. We all need to be held at least twice. Once upon the day we are born, and once more when we leave this life.
Who is so blessed, he changes all tomorrow. Amazing tears with reborn years in hearts once dark.
So great in life, it undoes every good we've ever done. Is there an act so good it would undo all our wrongs? Every single one. So the son looked up and recognized it was his father who was now standing there, and gave him a smile of pure love and forgiveness, and of the past he did not care. Then the father turned and walked back across the room, which by now had lost its distance, and went to the nearest incubator, where he picked up a trembling infant, and he sat in the rocking chair beside him with the life he had retrieved, and side by side together they rocked, all through that lost Christmas Eve. Belonging to his son, along with one that he had never seen before, of a little girl in a Russian-styled coat, standing with her parents in front of their store. The little girl he saw there, he now knew, was a childhood picture of his wife. But it was also a picture of the little girl that he had just met earlier that night. And the father realized that those who love, death cannot divide. watch over us from the other side.
Dream vow I will be there for this child with
And so, our story does end exactly where it did start, in that labyrinth of mystery they call the human heart. Hope never dies, at worst, it only sleeps. And all we surrender, Christmas safely keeps. For in the very end, the message that Christmas is always sending is that it is never too late to change any life's ending. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
is it only in our mind? And must you leave when you have gone away? It's different now. It's changed somehow. And now you're here to stay. She's coming home this Christmas Eve. Doesn't seem the same, and in a single night, you know it all has changed, and everything is now as it should be.
a lot of people. So I'd say one thing. I was talking in that video, but I don't know about enough. Any other videos because that's something I drop, honestly, but pretty fun stuff. My first ever concert, I absolutely loved it. That was like weird storyline, so that basically what's all going on. Everything started basically where there's a girl basically goes to a church that then puts her through a portal to a different world. People are like drinking beer, I guess. Okay, it's this guy who like who he basically sees the grants on TV and he's like, I agree with that man. I give him very, very much. Yeah, honestly, it was a weird thing, and by the end of it, the whole entire message is any mistake can be fixed. You just gotta be willing to try to. Good message. Not a good way of telling it. Yeah, but second of all, send them all like and subscribe down below. I know things probably gonna get no money from me, but I always can earn money anyway, so it's imagine me honestly. And guys and dad, I guess. See you guys later. The next video. What's one fan is? I think it's like a orchestra. It's basically a band that just makes Christmas rock music. It's like the name. Trans something orchestra. But yeah. Bye.